Hi, welcome to Kelly's Creations. Thank you for stopping by. So this is a Christmas in July video, which I absolutely love. I think everybody pretty much loves decorating for Christmas. And if you don't, this is perfect for winter decor as well. I thought this project would be super easy because you don't need a lot of Christmas items to do this. You just need a Goodwill, a Salvation Army, or just your local thrift store. So I'm going to be using a candle holder from Dollar Tree, E6000, and then whatever glass I could find at the thrift store. Lots of bowls, glass bowls with different designs, different shapes and sizes. You want bigger bowls, you want medium-sized bowls, and you also want small bowls as well. One of them, that bell I showed you right at the beginning, is going to be the topper for one tree, and the other tree I'm just going to use a crystal to top it off. I had enough bowls that I could actually make two trees and a little ornament stand, so I was really excited. I see glass all the time at thrift stores, so if you like thrifting like me, this is the perfect video for Christmas in July because you don't have to go hunting down Christmas items, which usually aren't out in July. So what I'm going to do is I am going to start building my tree. What I'm not going to do is I'm not gluing it to that base. So for one tree, I have that silver candle stand from Dollar Tree. Okay. The other tree, I actually found a glass candle holder at a thrift store. So one base is silver, one base is glass. You're going to use E6000, not hot glue. Hot glue and glass do not like each other. They are not best friends, and you want this to not fall apart. And then you cry because you just shattered your beautiful Christmas tree. So what I did is I put E6000 down in dots, and then I used my bowl and I kind of smeared it around so there was no air bubbles. I don't think you would see them, just in case. Then I took my E6000, I went around the edges where the next bowl would meet the existing bowl, and so on and so forth, and just kept building up. Now, as a filler, I kind of used a little smaller bowl in there to give height, so that my next bigger bowl, they were kind of the same size, so it kind of made it seem like it was smaller. We're throwing a little optical illusion in there. So if you use a smaller bowl in between some of your bigger bowls, if they're about the same size, this will work. It gives the illusion. And then I just kept layering, using a lot of E6000 because I really did not want this to break. And I might have got off track at the beginning, but the reason, I don't know if I ever gave you the reason for not gluing it to the base. Neither one of these trees are glued to the candle stand itself, which is kind of neat for a couple different reasons. If you made the trees and you're out thrifting and you see a real vintage stand and you're like, oh, I wish I would have put my tree on that. Well, voila, you can. The trees are interchangeable for different stands. You could not even use a stand and just put the tree down on the table. No matter what, it'll work. So I tested this theory out. I glued all mine together, made sure it was nice and sturdy, waited 24 hours, and they weren't going anywhere, and they fit on the stand perfectly without falling. That glass bell is absolutely gorgeous. It makes a perfect top to this tree. And that worked out so good. I wish there would have been two, but then again, why would I want my trees looking exactly the same? You know, I like things different, and my next tree is going to be different, even though I'm using a lot of the same bowls, because I grabbed all of the ones I saw. Yeah, I was that greedy person at Goodwill that grabbed them all, but I wanted to make two trees, so I didn't just grab them all to hoard. I had a reasoning, but I wanted them to be unique and different, and using the same bowls, the only way to create that uniqueness was to not have the same top. So you're going to see me doing the same exact thing, using an obscene amount of E6000. I probably didn't need this much, but when you don't want something to break, you tend to go overboard with the glue. And that's what I did. And this baby is sturdy as all get out, and she ain't going anywhere. So again, layer, layer, layer till I get to the top. I'm going to let you guys take a break from my jibber jabbing, listen to a little bit of music. I'll be right back when I put the last piece on. Absolutely gorgeous. Wait till you see the end when I show you it all lit up, and it's just stunning. If you want to add a little bit of elegance, oh my gosh, these are just gorgeous. And once it's all together, it's very hard to believe they're out of Goodwill or thrifted bowls. So I had 3 bowls left over. So I took one bowl and I flipped it upside down, took the next bowl, used E6000, and I glued it standing up. And then I took the final bowl and I flipped it upside down and glued that with a little bit of, oh, I went blank. Can I get through a video without going blank? With a little bit of hot glue. Ooh, something I use all the time. I only use the hot glue. I know I told you guys that hot glue and glass aren't friends, but I have the E6000 there. So the hot glue is just to keep it in place because I'm going to be adding things to this and I didn't want it moving. And E6000 takes a little, little bit longer to dry than hot glue does. So once I get this all together and beautiful, I take some Christmas I said you weren't going to need Christmas decorations, but all you need is greenery and red berries. Or just build it right now, and when you get out your Christmas decor, and maybe there's some greenery in there you could use, just add the final touches at the end. Once this was all glued together, all I did was take some red and white ticking stripe ribbon. I wrapped it around the center of it, and then I took a wooden O. I cut that in the middle. I used some distress ink because I wanted it looking smoky, not totally black. That's going to be the handle of my ornament. And then the rest of it was just adding greenery and berries. Like I said, if that kind of stuff isn't out right now, that kind of stuff's always in my craft room. But if it's in your Christmas decorations, wait till Christmas and add the final touches to this. I absolutely love that. And wait till the end when you see them all together. To light these beauties up, I have miniature fairy lights that blink 3 different ways. And I put them just on solid, not blinking. And all I had to do is set it under it to light the whole thing up. Now, I had told you at the beginning that I did not glue these to the stands. This is why. This is the tree on one of my vintage candle stands. So I wanted to show you what it would look like if you had something different to put this tree on. This is what makes it versatile. You can take a different kind of stand and put these trees on it, and that's why we're not gluing it to the stand. If you know you're going to love it on a particular stand, by all means, you do you. You be you. You do what makes you happy. Glue it to that stand. I just wanted to be able to have a choice. So here's that beautiful tree. Elegant, gorgeous. I put the lights where the candle would be in the stand. And I did not, all you have to do is turn them on and it illuminates the whole tree all the way to the top. Amazing. And so easy to turn on and off. That one, the lights are underneath on the bottom. And the third tree, or the second tree, the light is again in the, where the candle would sit in the candle holder. And you can run the cord out the back if you want. That way it's just clicking them on and off. And you don't have to move anything. Absolutely elegant, absolutely stunning, gorgeous. Everybody will be asking you where you got these from. And you can say, head on over to Kelly's Creations. Check it out. Subscribe to her channel, hit that like button, and leave her a comment because she loves hearing from people. I hope you enjoyed this Christmas in July video. I had a lot of fun making it. Christmas will be here in a blink of an eye, trust me. But I want to slow it down a little bit because you know Halloween is my holiday and I can't wait to get started on Halloween decor. Leave me a comment down below. If you haven't already, subscribe to my channel, hit that subscribe button. If you think you've subscribed, check and see if you have. Maybe you forgot to click it before. And as always, everyone, I love you. Thank you for your support. I hope everybody has a blessed and wonderful day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye, y'all.